Silvio program, starring Richard Silvio, brought to you by Drake and Access Television.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Richard Silvio program. I'm your host, Richard Silvio, a man with no talents, so he decided to become an MC. After all, that's what all unorthodox performers do. October 15th marked the 70th anniversary of the airing of the first episode of I Love Lucy. To think it's been 70 years and the world-famous redhead is still turning heads to this day. So, in order to celebrate such an occasion, let's begin the program with one of my favorite Lucy scenes, where Cuban Pete teaches the Roomba beat to the Queen of Delancey Street.
The Roomba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. Yes, sir, I'm Cuban Pete. I'm the craze of my native street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. The senoritas, they sing and how they swing with this rumbero. It's very nice, so full of spice. And when they're dancing, they bring a happy ring, the very carol. Singing a song all the day long. So if you like the beat, take a lesson from Cuban Pete, and I'll teach you to chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. See, señorita, I know that you will like the chicky, boom, chick, 'cause it's the dance of Latin romance, and Cuban Pete doesn't teach you in a hurry like Castle Mary. I come from Havana, and there's always mañana. So, señorita, oh, no.
They call me Sally Sweet. I'm the queen of Delancey Street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom.
Ay, 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 ay.
Excuse me, Mr. Pete.
Yes, ma'am.
Have the Cubans a different beat? If they have, will you teach me to chick, chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom?
Si, señorita, I know that you will like the chicky boom chick.
Yeah, ma'am.
It's very nice, so full of spice. I place my hand on your hip, and if you will just give me your hand, then we shall try, just you and I.
You know, I think I get a pretty sizable advantage of showing you guys that clip. You know, I'm going to a Glenn Miller concert this weekend, so maybe I'll be doing a little of the boom chicky boom myself. Now, I took a personal vow not to bring the godforsaken topics of politics into this program. You know, after all, you see me on What's Happening Drake It, you know me from the Big O Silvio show, and you've read my dozens of political articles, I'm sure. But it looks like politics are going to invade yet another program of mine, and that is the issue of equal rights between men and women. Though, instead of having myself discuss this topic, let's let Ricky Ricardo do the splaining this time.
Well, all right, my nails are dry now. Let's go to that place on 45th Street. Oh, I hear they have wonderful steaks.
Well, I don't particularly feel like a steak.
Sounds wonderful. We'll go there.
Now, wait just a minute, Lucy.
What's the matter?
Well, I just had about enough of this. First, you keep everybody waiting while you're fixing your nails. Then you keep interrupting me while I'm telling the story. And now you decide all by yourself where we're going to eat dinner because you want a steak.
Well, Ricky.
Well, I don't feel like eating steak tonight. I want to eat spaghetti tonight.
Well, maybe.
So we're going to eat spaghetti.
Yes, sir.
And the next time that I tell a story, you stay out of it.
Yes, sir.
And be on time from now on, and we're going to go without you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to run this house like we do in Cuba, where the man is the master and the woman does what she's told.
Si, senor.
And don't get smart. Go get your coat.
Oh, yeah? Atta girl, Lucy. I was wondering what happened to you. It just sunk in. I don't know how you treat your women in Cuba, but this is the United States, and I have my rights.
I am not arguing about women's rights. I am the first one to agree that women should have all the rights they want, as long as they stay in their place.
Oh, you're just as bad as he is, Fred. You men tell us that we have equal rights, but you certainly don't give us a chance to act like it.
What do you want? You've got the vote? You wear pants? You drive buses? You wrestle? You go every place you please except the steam room and the YMCA.
That isn't true. Equal rights means just what it says, equal rights.
Well, that's a good explanation.
Oh, you know what she means. Yes, and we want to be treated that way. From now on, everything is equal. We want to be treated exactly as if we were men.
Well, this goes for a little conference. Pardon me, mister. Okay? From now on, you have equal rights. We will treat you exactly as if you were men. Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
What about you, Mac?
It's a deal. Let's get our coats loose.
Listen, what did you say about this plumber that you...
I phoned him this morning. He's coming up this afternoon.
Yes,
Ricky, that's my coat.
I know that's your coat, honey. This is my coat over here.
He'll be up this afternoon.
Come on,
Check
that's
everything
good.
in the house.
Well, that's good.
I
But
know
I
you
want
want
to
to
know.
women like this. Smile every time. Say, and I was going to say when you came in the room that you like it just beautiful. Oh, I'm crazy about it. Thank you. One of the prettiest ones I ever saw. Oh!
Pardon me, mister. My fault.
You know, this fellow looks familiar to me. Reminds me of my father.
How times have truly changed. Of course, we all know Lucy was a trailblazer for her time. You know, she served as the first female president of a television studio. And if it wasn't for her studio, Desi Lou, or Lucy herself even, we wouldn't have Star Trek. And if we didn't have Star Trek, we wouldn't have William Shatner. And if we didn't have William Shatner, we couldn't blast it off right into outer space. It's really amazing what we do with rockets nowadays. Well, you know, Lucy, she went where no woman had been able to go before, so let's take a look at another aspect, though, of the olden days. Let's take a step back from equal rights and move on to math in learning how to get an equal equation. Take it away, Mr. Abbott.
Hey, wait a minute. You owe me back room rent.
Now, don't get excited. How much is it?
You owe me 13 weeks at $7 a week.
Tidy sum, isn't it? Pardon me just a minute.
Sure.
Lou. Here's $28. $28? Shh. Give him that old routine of ours, 7 into 28, 13 times.
Hey, give me the Crayola.
Oh, yeah. Here. And do it right this time.
I hope it works.
Make it snappy.
Okay. Mr. Landlord.
Yeah?
What are you smoking, an army blanket?
Never mind about that. You owe me room rent.
All right, here's $28.
$28, fine. Just a minute. You owe me 13 weeks at $7 a week, and that happens to be a lot more than $28.
Well, that comes to $28.
Did you go to school?
Yes, sir.
Do you mean to say that you can prove that 7 times 13 is 28?
Well, it's got to be. Certainly it is, because Mr. Abbott and I, that's $28. That's what you get.
If you can prove it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will give you the room rent for nothing.
You will?
But If you don't prove it, you owe me double the bag rent. Is it a deal?
That's a deal.
Okay.
Do you happen to have any Crayola on there?
Crayola?
Never mind. I got it.
Oh, you have?
I got the Crayola. 7 into 28 is going to come out 13.
That's your way.
That's my way. And it's got to come out right. Now, first, I put down a 7.
Right.
Now, I'm going to divide the 7 into 28.
Yeah.
I put a 28 there.
Okay.
Isn't that cute? Now, here we go. 7 into 2. 7 will not go into 2.
It will not.
That's a very big 7 to push into that little bit of 2.
As you say it is.
We ain't going to hurt that little 2, are we?
Of course you won't.
So we take the 2. Open your hand.
Yes.
And I put that 2 right there for safekeeping. But don't drop it and don't lose it. Now, 7 into 8.
Once.
Once. I put the 1 over here, 1 over there. Now, we're going to carry the 7 because it's very big and it's getting heavy on my shoulders, and I'm going to drop the 7 under there. Now, 7 from 8
is 1.
Is 1. I put the 1 down there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it comes. Would you mind opening up your palm of your hand, please? Or would you like to use that 2? Open it up. Give me that 2. You've had it long enough. I'm going to put that 2 right there. Now, 7 into 21?
3 times.
That's right. 7 into 28? 13.
Good enough? Wait a minute. You have to prove this even better than that. You can prove it very easily by multiplication.
You mean you want me to multiply it?
No, not multiply. Multiply.
Multiply.
Multiply.
All right. Multiply it.
7 times 13 is 28. Go ahead.
Now, first, we got to put down a 13, right?
Right.
There's a 13.
Times 7.
Times 7.
Right.
7 weeks times 13, right? 7 times 3?
21.
21. 7 times 1?
7.
7. 7 and 1?
8.
And 2 to carry. 28.
Now, wait a minute. I'm still not convinced. There's one sure way of proving this. One sure way, and that's by addition.
You want me to addition it up?
I want you to put 13 7 times on that wall and then draw a line and add them up.
You want me to put down 13 7 times?
That's right.
Let's cut them out right. There's 1.
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7.
Wait a minute. What's the idea of spreading them out like that?
Well, it looks like a flock of seagulls going to hit the electric poles. Now we're going to add them up, right?
All right, go ahead.
Here we go. 3, 6,
Wait a
9.
minute. Let me do the adding this time.
Good. Come out right.
Well,
A 3, a 6, a 9.
Just a minute. I will do the adding. Then there'll be no mistake.
Yeah?
All right? $28 here. All right?
Sure.
Now.
Go ahead. If you had it up, go ahead.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Boy, even I was counting on my fingers after that one. You know, why don't we take a break from the arithmetic and move to where the only subject they had to be proficient in was drawing. Of course, that's with a 6-shooter, not a pencil. So let's enjoy Bing Crosby, Martha Rays, Bob Burns, Louis Prima, and many more as they confess their love to the wild, swingin' Wild West.
I'm a cowboy who never seed a cow. Never roped a steer cause I don't know how. And I sure ain't fixing to start him now. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. He's an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. Running down their feet with the red swing band. They fed me hot tamales the day I was born. I've been red hot ever since that morn. When I start to cool, I just grab my horn. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, he's an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, where the West is wild, from the borderland, where the buffalo roam around the zoo and the Indians run up a rug or two. The old Bar Rex is a barbecue. Oh, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, oh, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, he's an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, and he learned to ride, oh, he learned to stand. I'm riding full quiz up to date. I know every trail and I don't start state. And I ride the range in a Ford V8. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, he's an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. And he done me time, living off the land. I spend all my time at the hotel bar with a planter's punch and a big cigar, cause my old range horse is a movie star. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, oh, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, she's an old cowgirl, just a regular pal.
They don't call me Emma, they just call me Al. Where's the gosh darn horsey around our way? We don't say howdy, we just say hey. We don't answer, we all just say yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
I'm just an old cowhand down from the Rio Grande.
Oh, yeah, man.
And I can round up her just to beat the band. Now I'm a pioneer who began from scratch. I don't bat an eye in a shooting match. I'll be foreman soon if my plans all hatch. Oh, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, there's old cowhand from the Rio Grande. And we sing duets in the cowboy band. You should hear us making with a honey hole.
Oh, you should hear us make with below.
Below, below, below. They both join in with the ho-ho-ho. Yippee-yo, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay, ho-ho-ho, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
You know, speaking of the swinging West, let's take a look at the swinging alphabet, brought to you by our favorite jokers, Mo, Larry, and Curly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to test your mental sit down. I'm going to test your mental coordination with a little sit down with a little number called swinging the alphabet.
Swing it, brother. Swing it.
Right.
Right up. Right.
I'll explain it so even you can understand. My colleagues will assist. Ready, sister? Get that junk out of here. Come on, boys. Scram. I'll give you the idea in a nutshell. B-A-Bay, B-E-B, B-I, Bicky Bye, B-O, Bo. I'll give you the correct demonstration. Cutie Pie, pound those horse teeth.
B-A-Bay, B-E-B, B-I, Bicky Bye, B-O, Bo, Bicky Bye, Bo, B-U, Boo, Bicky Bye, Bo, Boo. C-A-C, C-E-C, C-I, Sicky-Si, C-O, So, Sicky-Si, So, C-U, Sue, Sicky-Si, So, Sue.
Get the idea, girls? Now we'll all join together on the letter D.
D-A-Day, D-E-D, D-I, Dicky-Di, D-O-Do, Dicky-Di-Do, D-U-Do, Dicky-Di-Do-Do. F-A-F-A, F-E-B, F-I, Bicky-Bye, F-O-Fo, Bicky-Bye-Fo, F-U-Foo, Bicky-Bye-Fo-Foo. G-A-J, G-E-G, G-I, Jicky-Jai, G-O-Jo, Jicky-Jai-Jo, G-U-Ju, Jicky-Jai-Jo-Ju, la-da-da-da, F-J-A, H-E-E, H-I, Hicky-Hi, H-O-Ho, Hicky-Hi-Ho, H-U-Hoo, Hicky-Hi-Ho-Hoo. J-A-J, J-E-G, J-I, Jicky-Jai, J-O-Jo, Jicky-Jai-Jo, J-U-Ju, Jicky-Jai-Jo-Ju.
K-A-K, K-E-K, K-I, Kiki-Kai, K-O-Ko, Kiki-Kai-Ko, K-U-Ku, Kiki-Kai-Ko-Ku. L-A-Lay, L-E-Lee, L-I, Licky-Lie, L-O-Lo, Licky-Lie-Lo, L-U-Lu.
Curly's a dope. M-A-May, M-E-Me, M-I, Mickey-My, M-O-Mo, Mickey-My-Mo, M-U-Moo, Mickey-My-Mo-Moo.
You know, you must be a real dope like Curly if you didn't enjoy that one. Well, instead of guessing to see if you'll enjoy the next skit, why don't we ask my favorite fortune teller and yours Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from the mystic East. And now, with your kind indulgence, I shall delve into the mysteries of supernatural and the occult.
Hey, Bergen. Well, what's the racket?
Racket?
Yeah.
Young man, I happen to be gifted.
Say not so.
Yes, indeed.
Be darned.
I'm a student of occultism.
Of occultism?
No, not who'sm.
No. What?
Ism.
Ism what, dear?
Oh. I am the seventh son of the seventh son of the seventh son.
Well, come on, 7. Do something. Well, what's the globule for?
You mean this?
Yeah, the bowling ball.
Well, do you know what I see when I look into that?
Goldfish?
No.
What's it for?
Well, you see, it helps me to focus my attention.
Is that so?
Yes. When I gaze into the crystal, a vision appears.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I think I know vision, yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's a vision?
A vision?
Yeah.
What is a vision?
No, I asked you first.
Yes, I know. Well, a vision, it's very much like a mirage.
Oh, it's like a mirage, yes. Oh, so that's what it is. Oh, it's a mirage, yes. What's a mirage?
A mirage?
Yeah.
Well, that's very much like a vision.
Yeah. Oh, so that's like a vision, I see. Shall we go around again?
No.
Well, go ahead, Professor. Give out with the phenomena.
All right, I will. Now, of course, in order for me to do this, I will have to go into a trance.
Well, I'll wait here.
Yes, all right.
Well, what is a trance?
A trance?
Yeah.
Well, it's a state of semi-consciousness or sleep.
Oh, that's all. You haven't far to go.
All right. Now, of course, I must have absolute quiet.
Oh, you certainly should, yes. You think you can make it?
Oh, I'll make it.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, please.
You think it... Shh. What did you say? Sounds like a puncture, all right.
Now, shall I read your past first?
Do you think you can?
I don't think. I know.
I don't think you know either.
Oh. Shall I go back to where you were 7 years old?
Oh, it isn't necessary. Nothing really happened before I was 12.
12, I think. The name of Bessie appears here.
Oh, it does. Good old Bessie. Whatever became of her? She sat in front of me in history class, I see.
Did you learn much about history?
Well, not as much as I learned about Bessie, I see.
You were very fond of Bessie.
Yes, you could say that.
Were you in love with her?
Oh, I wouldn't go as far as to say that, no.
But it was more than a speaking acquaintance.
Oh, you darn right it was. Yeah. Tell me more, fool.
Yeah. Oh, I see you still don't believe.
Frankly, no.
Very well, then. I am forced to employ hypnotism.
Is he out of work again?
No. I want you to gaze into my eyes and concentrate. Yeah, easy.
Are you hypnotizing or are you watering the lawn?
Now, concentrate. Close your eyes.
Oh, if you do that again, so help me, I'll slug you, Bergen.
All right. Now, at the count of 3, you'll be asleep. 1, 2, 3.
No, that doesn't. Oh, no. I'll do it, Bergen. I'll do it.
Now, please. Let us return to the crystal and see what the future holds for you.
All right, let's return, yes. What's in there?
Well, now, let me see.
Uh-oh.
I see a lot of trouble ahead for you, Charlie.
Yeah, but I think it's worth it.
You know, of course, that was a clip from the famous movie Stage Door Canteen, which came out in, I believe, 1940, 1941. In fact, at the end of that clip, which we didn't get to, it shows Mortimer Snerd, of course. You know, I think there's only one other person who might trump Mortimer in terms of education, or lack thereof, and that's Gracie. Yet, no matter how mad George Burns may have gotten at her, he always loved her with every single bone in his body. Let's see why.
Guess I just haven't got it, that's all.
Oh, George, don't be ridiculous. You're great. You've got a beautiful singing voice.
No, they want a younger man.
Oh, what do they know? Eddie Fisher, Perry Como, Tony Martin. Well, you're better than the three of them put together. And you're younger than the three of them put together.
Why? I love her, that's why. Joe, that's a direct cue. She wakes me up when I'm in slumber deep to ask me if I really am asleep. Why do I stand for it? I love her, that's why. She calls the doctor when I need some bread and calls the baker when I'm sick in bed. Why do I stand for it? I love her, that's why. Life with her is unpredictable, but I'm a guy who knows no fear. A jibber-jabbery may puzzle you and me, but to her, it's perfectly clear. She'll make a date with me, then make me wait, and then she'll bawl me out for being late. Why do I stand for it? Oh, I love her, that's why.
Serenades me with that gravel voice. I have to listen 'cause I have no choice. Why do I stand for it? I love him, that's why. He'll keep repeating all his corny jokes and making snide remarks about my folks. Why do I stand for it? I love him, that's why. Life with him is so lugubrious, whatever that may mean, I'm sure. He calls me sweetie pie, but never tells me why. Now you see what I must endure. He'll start a quarrel over silly things, like wrecking cars or losing diamond rings. Why do I stand for it? I love him, that's why.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program for this evening. I hope you enjoyed it, and for our next showing, hopefully I'll have some footage from that Glenn Miller concert in Derry I told you about. Well, until then, keep smiling.